Hello friends, you are watching ISC Mathematics and today we will solve the exercise of chapter number 4 determinants. We have already seen the explanation in the earlier videos. Before we start, I would like to remind that please like and subscribe my channel ISC Mathematics. Okay, now let us begin the exercise. First exercise of chapter 4. Okay, question number 1 is to find the value of the given determinants. Question number 1, find the value of the given determinants. Number 1 is given 1 0 1 2 1 0 0 2 2. Okay. Earlier in the earlier videos in the earlier explanatory videos we have seen that we can expand in order to find the value of the given determinant. We can expand this determinant along any row or column. Generally we will select such a row or column which contains the highest number of zeros. So if you notice the first row or the first column both have the same number of zeros, that is 1 0 they contain. So you can expand along first row or first column. Okay, clear? Even you can expand along second row or second column or third column, because third column also contains word 0, but it is convenient usually to expand along first row or first column. Clear? So let us expand this along the first column. Okay, so expanding along the first column. Okay, so we will take first 1 into its a determinant will be subdeterminant will be 1 2 0 2. Okay, then I have already given you the sign convention. Yes or no? For expansion you must remember this sign convention. Okay, so we are expanding along the first column, so sign convention will be plus minus plus. So first term is plus, second minus, and third is plus. Okay, so first one is plus, now second term minus 0 into, okay, 0 into, eliminate the row and the column including 0, so 2 0 0 2, and the last element is with plus sign, that is 1. Okay, so if you eliminate first column and third row, you get 2 0 1 2 2 0 1 2. Okay, now we have this 2 cross 2 2 by 2 determinants. We can easily expand. Yes or no? Product of diagonal element minus product of off diagonal elements. So we get 1 into 1 2s are 2 minus 0 into, I am not going to expand this determinant as outside we have to multiply with 0. So whole term will be 0 only. Okay, plus 1 into, okay, over here 2 2s are 4 minus 1 zeros are 0. So 2 2s are 4 minus 0. So we get 1 into 2 plus 1 into 4, which is equal to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6. Clear? So first few sums we will practice expanding. Yes or no? So this is first question. Now let us solve the second question. By simple expansion only we will expand. Second question. Okay, now second determinant is given 2 3 8 5 6 4 7, 10, 15. Clear? Okay, now we can expand along first row or first column. Let us expand along first row. Okay, so expanding along first row. Okay, so we have 2 multiplied by eliminating the first row and the first column, we get 6, 10, 4, 15. Then sign convention is minus. Okay, 5 multiplied by its minor will be 3, 10, 8, 15. 3, 10, 8, 15. Finally plus 7 into determinant will be eliminating first row and the third column which contains 7. Yes or no? So 3, 6, 8, 4. 3, 6, 8, 4. Okay, now let us solve this 2 by 2 determinant. So 2 into 15 6 are 90 minus 40 minus 5 into 15 3 are 45 minus 10 8 are 80 plus 7 into 4 3 are 12 minus 8 6 are 48 is equals to 2 into 50 minus 90 minus 40 will be 50, so 2 into 50 minus 5 into 45 minus 80 minus 35 plus 7 into 12 minus 48 will be minus 36. Okay, now further simplifying. Here we get 100 plus 35 5 150 plus 25 175 and minus 210 plus 42, so 252. Okay, so 175 plus 100 will be 275 minus 252, so we get 23. Clear? So this is the answer. Remember that the first 2 determinants we have expanded directly. Expanding directly means we have not used any of the properties which we have learned. Yes or no? We are generally using the properties in order to simplify the values in the determinant. Okay, we will see in the coming questions that how to use the properties. Clear? So let us solve third determinant and we will simplify the determinant with the help of the properties which we have studied. Six, 27, 17, 32, 21, 16 and 15, 9, 7. Let us again check the entries. 46, 32, 15, 27, 21, 9, 17, 16, 7. Okay. See, since the question is find the values of the given determinant, it is not mentioned that using the properties or yes or no. So it is not compulsory to use the property. You can even directly expand as we have done in the previous 2 questions. First and second determinant we have expanded directly along first row or first column. So here also you can start expanding directly, but since the numbers are bigger, calculation would be little bit time taking, yes or no, and therefore what we are doing, we are using the properties in order to simplify. The purpose of using the properties to simplify the values inside the determinants. The smaller the values we get, we can easily expand the determinant, yes or no, and we should always try to bring zeros if possible. in any one row or column maximum number of 1 or 2 zeros, okay, we should try to bring, okay, because as many zeros will be there as it would be easier to expand the determinant. Clear? So here see what I am doing. Recall the property. The statement is like this: if each element of any one row or column is multiplied with a non-zero constant k, and these elements are and the product is added to the corresponding elements of some other row or column, then the determinant remains unchanged. Okay, so here I will select third column. I will multiply the elements of the third column by 3, remember, okay, and then I will subtract. After multiplying by 3, I will subtract from the first column. Clear? So this operation, how to express this one? Since the operation is to be carried on the first column, so I write on C1. Okay, on C1 the operation is carried on. What is the operation? C1 minus 3 into C3. Okay, so third column will be multiplied by 3 and subtracted from C1. Clear? So, and two operations will be taken together. On C2 also we will carry out one operation. What is that? C2 minus 2 into C3. So we will multiply third column by 2 and subtract from the second column. Okay, so what happens? Let us see now. Now when you multiply the third column elements by 3, remember one thing, that don't make any changes in the second and the third. The changes will be made in the first column only, because the operation is carried on in the first case in the first column. Yes or no? So only this elements of first column will be changed, second and third column will remain as it is. Clear? As far as the first operation is concerned, I am talking about this first operation at present. So 15 3s are 45, 46 minus 45 we will write down 1. Okay, 3 3s are 9, 3 9s are 27, 27 minus 27 will be 0, and 7 3s are 21. So 17 minus 21 will be minus 4. Clear? Again I will multiply. Now second operation let us discuss. Now this is to be carried on the second column. Yes or no? So what we have to do? We will multiply the third column by 3 and subtract from the second column. So 15 2s are 30. 32 minus 30 will be 2. Again 9 2s are 18. 21 minus 18 will be 3. And 7 2s are 14. 16 minus 14 will be 2. Clear? So third column here remains as it is, unchanged. Then now you notice that the values are simplified. Also we have got 1 0 in the first column. So if you don't simplify anymore further, even if we don't simplify, we can expand along the first column. Clear? So let us now expand along the first column. Expanding along first column. Okay, so 1 into, okay, 1. So first row and first column will be deleted. We get that 2 by 2 determinant 3927. So 3927. Okay, then minus, look at the sign convention here, minus 0 into, now eliminate the row and the column containing 0. So second row and first column we will eliminate. We will get the determinant 2, 15, 2, 7. So 2, 15, 2, 7. Okay, minus 4, because the sign convention of the third element in the first column is plus only. So plus and into minus 4. So plus minus minus 4 multiplied by, okay, the determinant will be 2, 15, 3, 9. Now we know how to solve this 2 by 2 determinants. So 1 into 9, 7 3s are 21 minus 9 Okay, 0 into any value will be 0, minus 4 into 9 2s are 18, minus 15 3s are 45. Okay, so here 1 into 3 minus 4 into minus 27. So 3 plus 27 4s are 108. 9 10 11, so 111. Okay, this is the final answer. So I hope you have understood this operation. Okay, since such operations will be carried out in almost each and every question, yes or no? So you must understand this step. This is very important step. Okay, so we have simplified number 3. Now let us solve number 4. Plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Okay, number 4. 1 1 1 1 1 plus a 1 1 1 1 plus b. Okay, here also, since it is not compulsory to use the properties, you can directly expand, but we will use property in order to simplify. Clear? Whenever you get the same number, same entries in any one row or column, it is very easy to simplify. What we do, we subtract. For example, suppose row wise or column wise, anyway you can subtract. I am subtracting, since in the first row we have 3 ones, so column wise I will subtract 1 minus 3 and 2 minus 3, as we had done in the earlier question, yes or no, previous question. So on C1, okay, I will subtract C1 minus C3, and on C2 minus C3. So I will subtract C3 from both first and the second column. What will happen? We know that we will get 2 zeros. So it would be very easy to expand along the first row. Yes or no afterwards? So let us subtract 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, 1 plus a minus 1 a 1, and 1 minus means minus b, here minus b, and 1 plus b. So now you will notice that you have got 2 zeros in the first row as well as 2 zeros in the first column. So you can expand along any one, means along first row or along first column. So let us expand along the first row. Now expanding along the first row. Okay, so obviously 0 into determinant will be a1 minus b 1 plus b, then same convention again 0 into 0 1 minus b 1 plus b, and plus 1 into 0a minus b. Okay, it is not compulsory to write these two steps, since the first and the second term have 0, so even if we don't write this, it will do. Okay, you can directly write down this third term. Clear? Okay, so obviously now first and second term will be 0, so I am not writing. Okay, 1 into 0 into minus b will be 0, minus minus plus ab. So your final answer will be AB only. 1 into AB will be AB. Clear? Okay, so fourth one we have done. Now the fifth one. Now fifth determinant a b a plus b 2a plus b and c a plus b plus c 3a plus 2b plus c. Okay, so just like the previous question, if you notice that you will find that 3 A's in the first column. So always if each entry is identical in any one or any one row or column, then you can subtract. Yes or no? Since we have in the first column the 3 A's, so we can subtract R1 minus R3 or R2 minus R3 or reverse of that R3 minus R1 or R2 minus R1, anyways you can do. Yes or no? Clear? So here I will subtract on R3, I will carry on operation on R3. Okay, I will write on R3 minus R2 and on R2. After we have carried out this operation, we carry out the next operation on R2 minus R1. Okay, so first R3 minus R2 we are doing on R3, so let us change the R3 0, yes or no? Third row minus second row, so A minus A is 0. Okay, here only A is left and here we are left with 2A plus B, yes or no? 2A plus B. Now second operation we will carry on R2 minus R1. So we will subtract the first row from the second row. So we will make changes in the second row. A minus A will be 0. A plus B minus B will be A only. And A plus B plus C minus C will be A plus B only. Clear? Yes or no? Now further simplification is possible, but we are not going to simplify. The first row we will write down as it is. Okay, now we have got the 2 zeros in the first column. So now let us expand along the first column. So expanding along the first column. Okay, so begin with A. Okay, eliminating the row and the column containing A, we get the determinant A plus B, A 2A plus B. Now this next two terms are 0, so we need not write. Okay, now let us simplify this determinant A into 2A plus B minus A into A plus B. Okay, further simplifying 2A square plus AB minus A square minus AB. Okay, so plus AB minus AB will get cancelled. 2A square minus A square will be A square only. So answer will be A. Clear? So this was question on fifth number of question number 1 we have solved. Now we will solve the next question, that is number 6. (91, 92, 93, 94, 94, 94, 96, 97, 98. So this is similar to the previous questions. You notice that the second column contains all 94. Yes or no? So as we have done in the previous question, R3 minus R2 and R2 minus R1. Clear? So on R3 we will do R3 minus R2, and on R2 R2 minus R1. The two operations one by one will be carried out. Okay. So first operation R3 minus R2. So let us make changes in R3. 93 minus 92, 0. 94 minus 94, 0 and 1. Similarly 90. Okay, here 93 minus 92 is 1. That is a mistake. Okay, here it is okay. Again 92 minus 91, 1, 0, 1. Clear? And then we have 91, 94 and 96. Okay, now you notice that the second row and the third row are identical. Yes or no? Now we have one property that if any two rows or columns of a given determinant are identical, means are having the same entries, then the value of determinant will always be 0. So here, since R1 is equals to R2, the value of determinant is 0. Yes or no? So we will write down is equal to 0. Write down the reason, since R2 is equal to R3. Here R2 and R3 are identical rows. Okay. So we have used the properties to write down the values. So the value of this determinant is 0. Clear? Now the number 6. A, H, G, H, B, F, G, F, C. Okay, here directly we will expand. Okay, because you don't think too much, because here by subtracting any row or column from any other row or column, we are not going to get zeros, because all are different. You will notice that all are the different letters, okay, in each row and column. Clear? So you will not get zeros, and therefore we will expand directly. So expanding along first row, we get A, B, F, F, C minus H, H, F, G, C plus G, H, B, G, F. Now let us expand. So BC minus F square minus H, HC minus GF plus G, HF minus BG. Okay, now further simplifying, we get ABC minus AF square minus H square C plus HGF or FGH, or any way you can write. Okay, plus again HGF minus BG square. So we have ABC plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square. I think you must be knowing this value. Okay. Yes or no? What is this? This value gives us the discriminant, for the general solution or general equation of conic sections. Yes or no? Class 11 we have studied this. So this is the value of delta discriminant. Clear? So, and after finding the value of discriminant, we are able to determine whether the given conic section is an ellipse or parabola or hyperbola, or it is a circle or a pair of straight line, yes or no. So this is the value of the discriminant. Okay, discriminant for the general equation of conic sections, class 11. Clear? So with this question number 1 is over. I hope you have understood all the questions very well of question number 1. Now let us begin with question number 2. Okay, question number 2. Now, question number 2 is we have to prove without expansion. What is question number 2? Prove without expansion. Okay, so first question of number 2. Question number 2, a1 plus 3b1 plus 5c1 b1 c1 a2 plus 3b2 plus 5c2 a3 plus 3b3 plus 5c3 b2 b3 c2 c3 is equal to a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 and a3 b3 c3 we have to prove. Let us take left hand side LHS. Okay, a1 plus 3b1 plus 5c1 b1 c1 then a2 plus 3b2 plus 5c2 b2 c2 and a3 plus 3b3 plus 5c3 b3 c3. Okay, now carefully observe that the first column contains 3 terms. Okay, the first in this first column, if you notice the first term of each of the entries in the column a1 a2 a3, the other second column contains the terms b1 b2 b3. Okay, and the third is c1 c2 c3, and we have in the second column b1 b2 b3 and c1 c2 c3. So what we can do now, again we will use the same property which we have used to simplify the determinant in the previous question, question number 1. Many questions we have seen in which we simplified this. Yes or no? That property, multiply each element of any row or column by some non-zero constant k and add or subtract to some other row or column. So here, see, if you want to eliminate 3b1, obviously you can multiply the second row with 3, second column with 3 and subtract. So this entry will be eliminated. Similarly, if you want to eliminate this entry 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, for that purpose we can multiply the third column by 5 and then we can subtract from the first. Clear? So now you have got the what operation we have to carry on, yes or no, and that operation will be carried on the first column. So we will write down on c1 minus 3c2 plus 5c3. Clear? So c1 minus 3c2, obviously this will be these 3 entries will be eliminated, and similarly if you minus 5c3, So these entries also eliminated. So we are left with A1, A2, A3 in the first column. So here I will write down the next step is equal to A1, A2, A3. Okay, since no changes will be made in the second and the third column, we will write down as it is B1, B2, B3 and C1, C2, C3, and this is what is the required answer, that is RHS. Clear? So I hope this question was, you found it easy. Yes or no? And this property, one of the most important properties, and as I told, every time, almost every time you have to use this property. So as early as you understand this, it would be very easy for you to solve the determinants. Clear? So concentrate and try to understand this property. So this is question number 1 of the second question. Now let us solve the second. Okay, further, without expansion it is given, so you have to use any of the 12 properties in order to simplify and get the answer. Clear? Because it is clearly mentioned prove without expansion, so you cannot directly start expanding. Okay, so we will use the property, and with the help of the properties we are going to prove. Clear? Now let us solve the second sub question of question number 2. Okay, second one, A1 minus PB1 minus QC1, A2 minus PB2 minus QC2, and A3 minus PB3 minus QC3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. By looking at the questions, you will understand that this is a similar kind of question as we have solved previously. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Let us take the left hand side, LHS. A1 minus P, B1 minus QC1, A2 minus PB2 minus QC2, and A3 minus PB3 minus QC3, B1, B2, B3, and C1, C2, C3. So I hope you have understood what operation is to be carried on, and on which column. Obviously on the first column we will carry on the operation on C1. What we will do, C1 minus, sorry, not minus, this time we will add, because we have already negative sign. So let us remove this bracket also. C1 plus PC2 plus QC3. Yes or no? So we will multiply the second column by P and add, so that this entries will be eliminated, and we will multiply by the third column by Q and add, so these entries will also be eliminated. So we are left with the first entries A1, A2, A3. So we will get over here is equal to A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, which is equal to right hand side. The required proof is done. Clear? Okay, now let us solve the third sub question of question number 2. Okay, the third question is LMN XYZ PQR is equal to y x z m l n and q p r. Okay, so one determinant on the left hand side is given. Let us take the LHS L M N x y z and p q r. Okay, notice certain things. Okay, always keep the right hand side in mind what you have to bring. Now notice that XYZ, the entries XYZ, LMN and PQR are the entries in the row, while on the right hand side these entries are seen in the column. So one thing is very clear that we have to convert all these rows into columns, number one. Okay, so let us do that step first. So we know that how to do that. Okay, we can carry on that operation. We have one property, because if we change all the rows into columns, the determinant remains unchanged, and therefore we can do so. Clear? So is equal to, we will write down LMN x y z and p q r. Okay, since if we name this determinant, okay, D or A, or leave it, let us write down the property only, R1 C1, R2 C2 and R3 C3. So we will show this change in this way. We have changed first row into first column, second row into second column, and third row into third column. Clear? So in this way you can write down the reason. Okay, so we got the first step. Now look at the next step. Okay, you will find out that XYZ XYZ entries are in the first column, while here we have in the second column. So obviously we have to change. Okay, so what we can do, we can interchange these two rows, sorry, these two columns. Now this is again a property. If when we interchange any two rows or two columns in a given determinant, the value of the determinant changes by minus sign. So when you interchange the two columns first and second, we have to change the sign. So this is plus initially determinant, so we will make it minus. Okay, so we will write down the next step like this, minus. We are interchanging the first and the second column. So second column we will write down now as first column. So x, y, z, l, m, n and p, q, r, and let us write down the reason. Since we have done C1, C2, we have exchanged, yes or no? Clear? It is very compulsory to write the operation which you carry on in each and every step. Yes or no? Clear? So now we have got another step. Now look at the RHS again. We want y in the first row. So it is very clear that just interchange the first and the second row. So I think you will get the answer. Yes. Clear? So now we will interchange the first and the second row. So again, on interchanging the first and the second row, the sign of the determinant will be changed. So already this determinant is minus. So again minus. So minus minus will be plus. Okay. So now plus. Okay. Y M Q X L P and Z N R. Since R1 and R2 we have interchanged, and which is equal to RHS. Clear? So in this is the first question after solving all the questions in which we have used only one property. Yes or no? Now here we have used different properties. One is this, changing all the rows into column, determinant remains unchanged. And the second property is interchanging any two rows or any two columns. The determinant changes by minus sign only. Clear? So the two new properties we have used so far. After using that first property, as I told that is the most important property which almost in each and every sum we are going to use. So third one is also complete. Now let us solve the fourth question. Okay, now fourth question is 0 minus 99 998 990 minus 997 minus 998 997 and 0. Okay, if you recall the explanatory part, while learning the various kind of matrices, we had learned one kind, that is the skew symmetric matrix. Okay, in that matter, what is the skew symmetric matrix? If A transpose is equal to minus A, then the matrix is skew symmetric. We know this fact. If A transpose is equal to minus of A, then we can say that matrix A is skew symmetric. And one more thing we had noticed, that each diagonal entry in a skew symmetric matrix will be 0. So by looking at this entry, you will be able to understand that this is a skew symmetric matrix. Further look at the elements. Okay, A12 and A21 with opposite side. A13, A31, A23, A32, they are having opposite side. It means this is an example of a skew symmetric matrix. Let us consider this determinant to be determinant delta. Okay, so 0, 99 minus 998 minus 99, 0, 997, 998 minus 997 and 0. Okay, now I will take the minus sign common from the first row, from the second row as well as from the third row. So minus 1 raised to 3. 3 times I have taken minus sign common. So let us change the signs now. Minus 998, 997 and 0. Okay, now minus 1 raised to 3 will be equal to minus only. Therefore, delta is equal to minus. Further, now the second step what I will do, I will change all the rows into columns. Okay, so changing all the rows into columns, I will get R1 C1, R2 C2, R3 C3 we have done. Okay, after changing, because if we change all the rows into columns, the determinant remains unchanged and therefore we can carry out this operation. Okay, now after changing, observe this determinant, this is equal to the original determinant which is given, okay, that is delta. So now we can write down that delta is equal to minus delta, transpose minus delta on the left side, therefore delta plus delta is equal to 0, therefore 2 delta is equal to 0, therefore delta is equal to 0, and therefore we have proved that the value given determinant is 0. Okay, so now onwards this will be treated as a property, that a skew symmetric matrix, you may note down, a skew symmetric matrix of odd order will have the 0 value of its determinant, or the determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of odd order is always 0. So let us make a note. Okay. I hope you have understood this, how to show that the given determinant is 0. Now we will write down the note. That determinant of a skew symmetric matrix of 3. So similarly, skew symmetric matrices of order 3, 5 or 7 or 9 etc. Okay, they have 0 value of the determinant. Clear? So question number 2, we have completed 4th question. Now 5th one we will solve. Question number 5. Okay, now we will solve number 5. X plus y, 5x plus 4y and 10x plus 8y, x, 4x, 8x, x, 2x, 3x is equal to x cube we have to prove. Okay, so let us try to prove this one. Let us take LHS for this. X plus y, 5x plus 4y and 10x plus 8y, x, 4y, 8x and x, 2x, 3x. Okay, now let us now various ways we can solve this determinant. Number 1, okay, what we can do, we can take common, yes or no, or what we can do, here there is a mistake, it is x. Clear? Yes or no? Now and 4, 8, 2, 3. Yes, 4, 8 and 2, 3. Okay, so we can multiply the first row with 8 and we can subtract. Okay, otherwise what we can do, we can multiply by the first row with even 3 and we can subtract. Yes or no? Or we can do one more thing. We can subtract directly third row from third minus second and second minus first. So let us begin from this step. Okay, on R3, remember that it is not necessary that only one method is there. You can use various methods, but you have to use properties in order to simplify. Yes or no? So you may not proceed in the same manner as I have done. Okay, you may proceed other way also. Okay, but the important thing is without expansion we will bring x cube. Clear? So on R3 minus R2 and on R2 minus R1 we will do. Okay, so first on R3, so 10x minus 5x will be 5x only plus 4y, 8y minus 4y, 8x minus 4x will be 4x and 3x minus 2x will be x only. Okay, again 5x plus 4y, 4x, x, x plus y, x and 2x. Clear? sorry, second minus, we have not subtracted R2 minus R1 yet, we have not done, so let us do that. On R2 minus R1. Okay, so here we will get 3x. Okay, here also 4x, 3y, and here x we will get. Clear? Okay, now further simplification we have to do. So let us do that. We can do one thing, we can split this as a two determinant, yes or no? Since recall the new property now, okay, that we have studied earlier, each element or each entry in the first column is expressed as a sum of two elements, and therefore this determinant can be expressed as a sum of two determinants. So let us split them. So x, 4x, 5x, x, 3x, 4x, x plus y, 3y, 4y, x, 3x, 4x, and x y, 3y, 4y, x, 3x, 4x, x. Here, okay, now see, you will notice that in the second determinant here, first and the second columns are identical. Notice these entries, yes or no? Y, 3y, 4y, or we can do one thing, we can take x common and y common, so that we will get the first and second columns identical. If you take y common from the first column and x common from the second column, the entries will be 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. We can take common in this way. From each row and column, if anything is common, that can be taken outside. Yes or no, as common. Clear? Now similarly, from the first row x, look at the first determinant. From the first row we can take x common, from the second row x, and from the third row also x. So this determinant will be like this: x into x into x, x cube. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 1, and 5, 4, 1 we got. Okay, here we got common y into x square. Okay, from the first column y we have taken common, and from the second and the third column x. So x into x, x square. So we have 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 1, 1, 1. Okay, now you notice that the first and the second column in the second determinant are identical, and therefore this value will be 0. So we are left with this first determinant only. Now we will simplify the first determinant, okay, to get the final answer. Now we can expand. Yes or no? Further we will simplify, we will further use few properties, and further simplification will be made, and then finally we will expand. But now next step we will write down that the value of this determinant is 0, because the first and the second columns are identical. Clear? So let us write down this step over here on the left hand side. Okay, so now in second determinant we have C1 is equal to C2, and therefore the value of 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1 will be equal to 0 only here, and therefore x cube into 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 1 plus y x square into 0. Okay, now we have to expand the first determinant, but before that we will C3 and on C2 C2 minus C3 we will do. Okay, or on C1 C1 minus C2 and on C2 C2 minus C3. Anyway we can do. Okay, now in first determinant on C1 C1 minus C2 and on C2 C2 minus C3 is equal to x cube 0 1 1 0 2 3 1 1 1. Okay, now expanding along first row because we have got the two zeros, yes or no? So x cube into, I will write down directly the third element because first and the second are both zeros, so 1 into the determinant will be eliminating the first row and the third column. We get 1 2 1 3. Now x cube into 1 into 3 minus 2, so x cube into 1 is equal to x cube, which is equal to RHS. Clear? You may have questioned that without expansion it is written, but in many questions you can simplify using the property up to certain steps, but all the steps without expanding a single step, many times we may not get the answer. So in many cases we will simplify as far as possible and then finally we will expand, yes or no? So here we have simplified till here. Okay, after we got the two zeros in the first row, then we can expand. Clear? So question number 5 is also over. Now let us solve the question number 6. Number 6, B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z, C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, A plus B, P plus Q, X plus Y equal to 2 into ABC, PQR, XYZ, ABC, PQR and XYZ. Okay, let us take left hand side LHS. B plus C, C plus A plus B, Q plus R plus P, P plus Q and Y plus Z, Z plus X, X plus Y. Okay, now in this case I will add the three columns on first column. So on C1 I will add C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay, so that we will get 2 in 2A plus 2B plus 2C. Similarly 2B plus 2Q plus 2R and 2Y plus 2X plus 2Y plus 2Z. Clear? So here I will write down is equals to 2 common we can take, A plus B plus C, 2 into P plus Q plus R and 2 into X plus Y plus Z into C plus A plus B, R plus P, P plus Q, Z plus X and X plus Y. Okay. Now we can take 2 plus x, a plus b, b plus q, x plus y. Clear? Okay, so far now it would be easier. What we can do, we can now subtract the second column from the first column, so we will get a single element. Yes or no? If you subtract the second column from the first, we are left with b, q and y. And then the second column we can subtract one by one from the two columns. Clear? To get the final answer. Okay, let us finish these steps over here. Okay, now what we will do on C1 minus C2, so 2 into, we are left with B, Q, Y. Yes or no? Because C and A will get cancelled, R, P and Z, X. Clear? And here C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, then A plus B, P plus Q and X plus Y. Okay, now subtracting on C3 minus C1 we will do. On C3 minus C1, so we will get B, Q, Y, C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, and here A, P and X we are left with. Now finally on C2 minus C1 we will do. Now on C2 minus C3, so B, Q, Y, C, R, Z, A, P, X. Now we have to just arrange them in order. Okay, so we want the third column as the first column and the second as the third. So 2 times we will interchange. First we will interchange C1 and C3. So minus sign. Okay, A, P, X, C, R, Z and B, Q, Y. What we have done, C1, C3. Okay, and finally C2 and C3 we will exchange, so minus minus will be plus. So 2 into A, P, X, B, Q, Y and C, R, Z. Since we have interchanged C2 and C3, and that is the final answer, RHS, right hand side. Clear? So I hope you have understood all the questions explained today. If you want to be better in the chapter determinants, you have to remember the properties, the 12 properties which I have given to you. So again and again just revise the properties, try to understand. For any doubts you can get back to me, you can ask me anytime, yes or no, and next question onwards we will solve in the next video. By that time, thank you very much.